Hey there. I know you're stressed. I know you're frustrated. What if the same thing happened to you and you could laugh about it? Helps if I turn it on. Sorry. What if you could laugh about it? What if the same exact thing happened that frustrated you, that drove you crazy, that drove you nuts, but you could laugh about it? I remember early on in my career getting to hear W. Mitchell. If you've never heard him, he's one of the most amazing speakers and one of the best personal stories I ever heard. W. Mitchell. Tony Robbins talks about him. I got to see him live, and he, all the things that happened to him were unbelievable. Burned over 80% of his body, and his message was basically, okay, I succeeded anyway. I found a way. And he said, it's not what happens to you, it's what you do about it. So my idea for you today is, what if you could laugh about it instead of letting it drive you crazy? I've been working on this myself. I had been stressed and frustrated because I'm moving my whole business from one platform to another platform. And you know, the cool thing is I have a big business. The downside is I have a big business. So I'm a believer, so I've been praying a lot and helping God, asking for God help through the stress of it. And I was on the road traveling, and I was a little tight, and all of a sudden I got a text from Regina that my water heater here at my house blew up. Well, it didn't blow up, but broke and peed all over the garage floor, and it was just like one more thing. And finally, I just cracked up. Like, what am I gonna do? What is getting mad gonna do? So it's kind of like that seek and ye shall find. What if the world was conspiring to crack you up, to make you laugh? What if that was the job? If you're a believer, what if the enemy is trying to piss you off and succeeding? When we give away our power, we lose it ourselves. We can't control it, and we're less likely to perform or do what we need to do under those challenging circumstances. So what if your flight was delayed? If you travel, it's gonna be delayed. You should have planned on that sooner. Why get frustrated about it? And trust me, I'm reminding myself too as I say this. So I'm choosing to laugh more. I'm choosing to look for the humor. One of my comedy mentors, Dave Fitzgerald, he went through cancer, and dealing with that and coping with that. This was back in the 90s. He actually talked about it from the stage back in the comedy clubs when nobody said the word cancer from a stage. That was like a buzzkill. No one ever said it. Even speaking, you didn't use that word back then. And he would openly talk about it. And he found a way to find the humor in it. Now, I'm not saying it was easy, and he even said himself, it doesn't mean I'm not frustrated, it doesn't mean I'm not hurting, and it doesn't mean I don't feel powerless sometimes, but I'm choosing to find the humor in the situation. So if you look for it, you will find it. And really, I'm telling myself that we need to look for the laughter, find the humor. It's there. One of his jokes was about his bladder. He had to have his bladder removed, and the doctor said to him, Dave, we're gonna have to take out your bladder. What kind of bladder are you looking for? Or what kind of bladder would you like? And he said, I didn't know there were options. He said, I'm looking for bigger. I want a 3-movie bladder. I love that. It doesn't mean at the moment he was frustrated and hurt. It means in the moment, in that tension area, he looked for the humor. Are you looking? You'll find it. If you want to find ways to get frustrated and upset, you'll find it. It's easy. It's simple. However, I challenge you to look for more humor. I'm doing it myself. I realized, I would get to the point when I was overwhelmed with my business and finances and moving the website and moving systems, and found out today that Zoom is down for the day and I have a call today. Well, I could get mad and frustrated. Well, Zoom is one of the most reliable tools I've ever used, and it's my favorite. Hey, guess what? Once in a while, they're going to have a challenge too. I feel bad for them. I'll pray for them. But what am I going to do about it? you know, I'm going to disappoint some customers, some of my Stage Time University members. So that sucks, but I got to communicate. I have to take responsibility, but I'm choosing to find it. You know, I had those days where I would like drop a pen or spill my coffee and it'd be like, oh crap. And that's not fun. What if I spilled the coffee and it got over everyone, over everything and everyone, and I laughed about it? What a fun life I would have. So that's what I'm doing. I'm going to choose to look for the humor, choose to look for the laughter. And it's also one of the best things you can do to create material. But you've got to look for the humor in order to find it. You're going to, seek and ye shall find. So where can you find that? I never dreamed in my old days of stand-up comedy, and before that, Subway Sandwich Shop, that it would become one of the best jokes I ever wrote. Was my famous Subway joke is that, I took a $60,000 debt in just 6 short months. I doubled that debt. Well, humor often stems from tragedy. So if there's going to be tragedy, I love that word. That's a new word. If there's going to be tragedy and stress in your life, which there will be, there's an opportunity for humor if you look for it. Life gives you natural setups. So look for laughter. What if you are a believer, what if it's the enemy just messing with you and his whole goal is just to frustrate you? What if you could laugh at him? What kind of power would that give you back? Think about it. See ya.